Hi, Dr. D here. This is just a little video really because it occurred to me that we use loads of terminology within our degrees and the information that we give out, and sometimes we're not perhaps as clear as we could be about what some of it means. So there's just a couple of terms that I'm just going to whiz through. If there's any more that you're unsure about, feel free to kind of send me a message or leave a comment or whatever. But it seemed the first one, or the most obvious one to start with, was the name of the degree. So when you qualify or when you graduate, you'll be given a BA Honours in primary education studies or early childhood studies, whatever. So what does that mean? Well, the BA stands for Bachelor of Arts. And bachelor is the level of degree that you're at. In order to become a bachelor, it means that you've fulfilled 120 credits, a minimum of 120 credits at level 6 study. Credits are how much information is in a module. So a 10 credit module would be quite short, a 60 credit module would be massive. And the level is what year of study or what difficulty of content you have. So an undergraduate degree starts at level 4 and you'll do 120 credits at level 4. That would give you a certificate. If you do then go on and do 120 credits at level 5, that will give you a diploma. And if you then go on and do your 120 credits at level 6, that's going to give you your bachelor degree. The A, for the Bachelor of Arts, is related to the subject that you're studying in. So you, for example, if you were doing chemistry, you would be perhaps a BSc. Some of the sport courses that are on our campus are BSc because they're scientific in content. You can have a Bachelor in Engineering, so BEng, for example. So the B is for Bachelor, the A is for Arts. The Honours usually goes to show the level of study that you've been graded at certain levels throughout your study. For some definitions, honours means that you completed a dissertation as part of your degree. So if you didn't do a dissertation, you might have a BA Ord, which stands for ordinary, or you might just have a BA unclassified, which means you didn't quite make the mark in that dissertation. But the ON shows that you've got a classified result. And the classifications for the degrees that I work on are related to your average score. The average is worked out in lots of different ways, and the academic regulations, if you go into the student room, you'll get the academic regulations. But for very, very general purposes, if your average score is 40 to 50, you're going to have a third class honours degree. If your average is 50 to 60, you're going to get a second class, second division, which is usually called a 2-2, second class, second division. If you get between 60 and 70, you get second class, first division, obviously 2-1. All the best people get that. And then if your average is 70 plus, you get a first class honours degree. So the honours kind of breaks that down a bit. I got a Bachelor of Education, so I was a B.Ed, which makes it sound as if I slept all through my university days. Get B.Ed, get it. But obviously I didn't. But the letter after the B kind of shows the kind of subject that you were working within. So the credits, as I said, they're how much content is in the modules. The level is the difficulty and the complexity of the content and what you'll be asked to do with the content. And the BA Ons is what level you've got to. So BA would be level 6, A is for arts or whatever that might be, on shows as a classification. Obviously you can go beyond that, so if you go up to level 7 study, then you're going to be an MA, for example. I've got an MA, which is a Master of Arts, which shows that you're studying at level 7, and you can obviously go on beyond that to do a doctorate. Doctorates exist in lots of different ways as well. So my doctorate is in education, so I've got an EdD. If you just do a wholly research-based doctorate, you would have a PhD, which stands for Doctor of Philosophy. There's lots of different breakdowns around that as well. So hopefully that kind of gives you some kind of clarification around some of that terminology. I'll I might dip back into that and have a think about some of the terms that maybe would be useful for you to know about. But like I said, if there's anything that any terms and words and things that we're talking about that they're kind of going over your head a bit, then drop me a line. See you soon. Bye.